banking, or the strategic approach to rapid debt elimination. My name is Charles Honor, and I am your host for today's show. I am super excited that you are here, and I have some great information I'm going to share with you today. All right, we're going to be talking about why now is a good time to start your own business. Why now is a good time for you to start your own business. All right. And we're not just talking about any kind of business, we're talking about a home business. And I'm going to give you some reasons why you want to start a home business and why now is the perfect time. But before we get going, I just want to recognize those of you out there who are tuning in for the first time. Welcome to the broadcast. And if you're a returning viewer, again, thank you for checking us out. We're here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, to inspire and motivate you to do something with your finances. So I'm going to check here real quick to see if everything is good, if we got good audio connection, and if anybody's checking in, please go ahead and respond in the comments below. Let me know where you're checking in from. What city, what state do you represent? I know we have viewers from the East Coast to the West Coast. So check in with me. And if you're tuning in from some other site like YouTube, go ahead and say so in the comments. And if you want to get a shout out on the air, make sure that you give StreamYard permission, because I don't always get to see who it is unless you have given StreamYard permission. So we've got Donald from the Smart Money team checking in from the ATL. All right. Glad you're on, Donald. It is always a pleasure to see you. Donald is one of my rising stars. Listen, Donald is somebody that you got to know. And I will tell you right now, if you were invited by Donald to check out the show, thank you. Thank you, because he is on fire and he really has done you a favor. So go back and tell him thank you for showing me the way and teaching me what's going on with debt elimination and showing me this broadcast. All right. So I want to thank Donald, who is, again, a very, very active member of the Smart Money team, for checking in. Anybody else out there? Anybody else out there right now that I can give a shout out to on the air before we get into the information I want to share with you tonight? All right. Well, Donald checked in, and it looks like I've got good audio and everybody can hear me. So again, tonight, we're going to be talking about why it is a great time to start your own business. And again, we're not talking about just any kind of business. We're talking about working from home. And I'm going to give you several reasons why I started working from home and what the advantages are of working from home. All right. So I'm going to be sharing a little bit of my personal story with you all in an effort to hopefully inspire and motivate you. All right. To start your own business. All right. And not just any business. All right. In any industry. We're going to talk about a specific industry that I believe you ought to plant your flag in right now, because it is a $1 trillion industry that you can make a lot of money off of. And I'm going to share that with you here in a few minutes. So again, if you're checking in for the first time, new to the broadcast, just let me know in the comments below. I'll give you a shout out on the air if I can get time to do that. And if not, I still want to know that you checked in, whether you're checking in from the East Coast to the West Coast. Tell me what city and what state you're representing. All right. Be proud of your hood, so to say. All right. So let's get into today's topic, because we don't have a lot of time, and I know that you're very busy, but the information, as you know, that I share each week is critical. It's great information that could really, really change the course of your finances. All right. So let me start by just telling you this. In 2016, I retired from the Army, completely retired. All right. After almost 25 years of military service. All right. I love the Army. I was passionate about it. I come from a military family. My father served in the Air Force and also retired from the military. And I enjoyed what I was exposed to. I loved the camaraderie. I loved being able to serve the nation. But it took its toll on me. I mean, I have been beat up, banged up. I was in several combat operations, Iraq, overseas in the Middle East, majority of my career. All right. When I got finished with the military, I knew that I did not want to have to work again. I didn't want to do it. All right. I was spending the majority of my career away from my family and friends. I missed all kinds of things. I missed weddings. I missed anniversaries. I missed funerals. I missed class reunions. I missed births. I missed so many activities and events. It was ridiculous. Okay. I wanted my life back. More important than anything, I wanted time freedom. Can y'all relate to that? I mean, think about this. Did you know that we spend 26 years of our life, 26 years asleep? Did you know that? Does that kind of rattle you in your mind a little bit? 26 years of your life is spent sleeping. So for many of us, speaking especially to you men out there, that's almost 1/3 of our life that we spend sleeping. So the other parts of our life, what are we doing? Working 8 hours a day to 12 hours a day. We are working 40, sometimes 60 hours a week. We are spending working for somebody. That doesn't leave much time in our life to enjoy life. Why? Because we're too busy trying to pay our bills and manage our expenses and our lifestyle. So, how do you get yourself on the other side so you can actually enjoy life and do some of the things you want to do, like vacation more, go to different places in the world that you've always had on your bucket list, and not have to worry about money? And most importantly, you don't have to worry about time. You don't have to worry about punching the clock. See, when you are employed and you have a job, someone is in control of your time. They're telling you when you can go on vacation, when you can go to the doctor. They're telling you when you can do whatever it is that they want you to do. They're telling you what to do and how long to do it. Doesn't that get under your skin? Wouldn't you like to be able to control your time so that you can do some of the things you want to do? Let me tell you, retirement has been the best thing since sliced bread for me. All right. I can do almost anything I want to do. All right. I get up when I want to. All right. I spend time at the gym so I can work on my health and my physique and my fitness level. I can go on vacation when I want to. I can go visit people when I want to. I can do almost anything I want to do. And some of the things that I love doing and the passions that I have, like coaching young men and women, boys especially, young boys. I like to coach at the YMCA, and I also like to help veterans and homeless veterans and things like that. You guys have seen me talk about this before. How am I able to do that? I wouldn't be able to do that if I was working. I wouldn't be able to do that if I was still in the military, because that takes away from other things I want to do with my family. So if you value your time freedom, one way you can get your time back is to start your own business. All right. Now, why is now the perfect time to do that? Think about this. The pandemic has opened up a lot of our eyes. We live in an unstable economy. Things are going haywire. I mean, we got inflation that is kicking our behinds right now, right? Gas prices going up. You can't find baby formula, baby formula. Come on, really? You can't find baby formula on the shelves? Um, Eggs are going up, chicken's going up, beef is going up, which means restaurant prices are going up. All right. All these things are happening right now, but in the midst of chaos, there's always opportunity. There's the opportunity to solve a problem that people have. And you know what most people's problem are right now? Debt. Debt is the problem for them. And if you had a way to capitalize on the fact that debt is a $1 trillion industry and you can make money from that, would that interest you? Would you like to be able to sit at home and work from home and make more money in a month than you probably make all year helping other people get out of debt. Does that sound appealing to you? Let me tell you some other reasons why you want to get started working from home. Um, and why this will probably be the best decision that you ever made. All right. Um, the economy is not going to change anytime soon. All right. And making the decision now to work from home is going to be probably the best, like I said, decision you ever made, because there's so many opportunities with the access to the internet and all the resources that are available that you can get online. I'm telling you, you want to get started today. Now, to be successful working online or working from home, all right, you have to be able to solve somebody's problem. Okay. Because when you can solve somebody's problem, they will pay you for that. All right. They will pay you. Think about it. What problem do restaurants solve for us? Think about it. What problem do restaurants solve for us? If you think you know, put it in the comments below. All right. I'll give you a second to kind of ponder that. What problem do restaurants solve for us? You give up? Well, if you said hunger, you're absolutely correct, because that's what restaurants do. They solve our hunger problem by providing us with a certain type of food, whether it's pizza, hamburgers, french fries, whatever. So, to solve our problem, they offer a food or beverage solution, and we happily pay for that. You see what I'm saying? So, as a small business owner, you solve someone's problem, they're going to be willing to pay for it. And in some cases, depending on how big the problem is or how big that pain is, people will pay a lot of money to have that problem solved. All right. I'm going to get into what I do here in a minute and what smart money team people do to solve people's debt problem and why it's such a big problem that you want to get involved in this industry right away. But I really want to just make sure you understand why there are some significant advantages of working from home. So let's talk about some of these things. Because I can give you reasons after reason after reason after reason, but I want to name a few of them, okay, to give you a sense of understanding of why you want to move this direction. So first one that I like is working from anywhere. I love the fact that I don't have to be tied to an office. I can work anywhere in the world or in the country as long as I have access to the internet. Okay. That's one of, for most people, that's one of the biggest dreams. All right. The possibility to be able to just take your laptop and work from the beach. All right. Or anywhere. To me, this is actually priceless. All right. As long as you have an internet connection, you can run your business. That's the power of the internet these days. All right. And anything changes in your life and you got to move to another state or you need to move to another city, your business is portable. You can just pack up your laptop and go. All right. And even better than that, a lot of stuff nowadays, you can actually run it from your mobile phone. All right. Think about that. Business on a laptop or business from your mobile phone. How powerful is that? So you can work anywhere. Number two, what I like about being able to work from home and have my own home business, I'm in control of my own schedule. This is a big one for me, y'all. If I have an appointment, I do not have to ask for any time off from work or regular, my regular job, because I don't have one. All right. So you can set your own schedule. Now, it's very easy to get caught up in working from home and not having a discipline and a commitment with your schedule. All right. So you got to have somewhat of some discipline. Okay. If you want to grow your business, all right, you can only get out of it what you're willing to actually put into it. And that's the same thing for a traditional business as well, brick and mortar business, right? But you have a far greater risk with a brick and mortar business. All right. Number three, most of the time there's a low cost of entry, right? You can start a business in some cases from home and in the industry that I work in for under $200 in most cases. $200 for a business in a box, so to say. All right. That can land you thousands and thousands of dollars. And most importantly, more important in my opinion than the money, is the time freedom, the time that I get back, because that's why most people want to make more money so they can have more time. So being that, you can usually find a business opportunity with low entry, less than $200, right? To be the CEO of your own company. You can't beat that, because if you think about a McDonald's franchise, brick and mortar, you're going to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars. And in some places, $1 million in order to start that McDonald's franchise, when that started to actually own a McDonald's. Okay. All right. How many people can do that? All right. So think about that. Low cost of entry. Number 4, no employees. I don't have to worry about an office. I don't have to worry about training any employees. All right. This in itself should make you take a serious look at what I'm trying to share with you. All right. No payroll worries, no tax worries, no compensation worries like you would have in a traditional business that are all associated with employees. No one asking for salary increases or just plain old making sure others getting the work done for you. The only employee you need to really worry about is yourself. All right. Number 5. Okay. You don't have to worry about billing and accounting receivables. Okay. With a traditional business, you got to worry about all that stuff. You got to worry about billing of your customers, collecting the money from them. All this is a pain in the butt. And even if you sell physical products, those products are being drop shipped for you from most companies. In a traditional business, sometimes you have to wait 90 days or more to collect the money. What a pain. All right. And then number 6, what about this? How about tax benefits? Oh my gosh. People don't understand how operating and owning a business helps you with the IRS. If you have paid money to the IRS before, and you know that you don't want to pay the IRS, then you really need to consider starting a business, because there's so many different tax benefits, too many for me to even name with you. Okay. You have to appreciate the benefits that are going to come from tax write-offs. Where you go to eat can be written off. Eating at a restaurant, plane tickets can be written off. Vehicle usage and mileage can be written off. Gasoline for that car can be written off. All right. Even office space, meetings, training, things that you attend can be written off. All this will reduce the amount of tax bracket that you're in and the taxes that you owe the government. Okay. Another one that I like, I ain't got to commute anywhere. When I used to live in Florida, I used to commute to Miami, 45 minutes to an hour from where I lived at. Hour there, 45 minutes to hour back in traffic. I hated it. Okay. Because 2 hours of my life out of the day was spent on the road commuting. Working from home, I didn't have to worry about that. I don't have to go anywhere. All right. I can do it from the comfort of my home. All right. And finally, the last thing that I'll say that I think is so, so important with the type of business that I operate from home, the residual income, getting paid month after month after month after month for something you did years ago. Let me give you an example of residual income. I own multiple rental properties. Those tenants pay me every month to live in those properties. Month after month after month after month, I am getting an income from those tenants, a passive income stream, residual in my sleep, month after month after month. Now, you say, well, Charles, yeah, you own property, but you probably have a mortgage on those properties. So a portion of that money is going to pay the mortgage, right? Absolutely not, because the majority of the properties I own are mortgage free. So A huge portion of that money I'm keeping. And it's a whole nother strategy that I'll go into later. But I've been doing this, folks, for 15 years. It is my life. And many of you know that. But residual income or passive income is a very, very powerful reason why you need to consider starting your own business. All right, so I've given you a few reasons why I personally got started with a home business many, many, many years ago. All right, and I want to just tell you the industry that I believe you ought to be focused on, because there's all kinds of things out there. Okay, I get it. I mean, any kind of shiny object can get your attention, but I'm talking about an industry that's never going away. And I want to share with you right now just a little bit of why I believe you ought to be focused on the industry that I'm sharing with you. And here it is right here. Okay. Take a look at this. This is the usdebtclock.org. This is a clock that is showing our national debt. Now I'm going to open this up so you can see this even better. All right. If you take a look at this, check this out. The US national debt right now is $30 trillion. 30 trillion. Do you think in our lifetime we will ever be out of debt? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. $30 trillion is not just going to go away. So the industry that I have positioned myself in to exploit is the debt industry. All right, $1 trillion industry. That is the industry that you should be focused on, because there is money to be made in the debt industry. You don't believe me? Think about it. That's what banks do. Banks focus on financial services. What is a bank's purpose? A bank's primary purpose is to make more money, and they do it by keeping us in debt. And they do it by keeping us in debt as long as they possibly can. How? With mortgages, with student loans, with auto loans, with credit card debt. Am I making my point? How many of y'all have a mortgage? How many of y'all went to college and have student loans? You know, I graduated 25 years ago. And I still have friends and classmates today who are still paying on their student loans. You don't think that the financial institutions know what they're doing? They know how to get money out of us for life, because they know how to keep us in debt for almost our natural life. 30-year mortgages are designed to keep us in debt pretty much our natural life. So you think that this is a great industry to position yourself in to be able to make money? Yes, it is. And so what I want you to understand is that this national debt here and this industry that I'm going to position you in is $1 trillion industry, and it is the way to go. All right. Now, if you look down here a little bit further where my mouse is, I hope you can see that I'm circling and highlighting the total personal debt. $23 trillion. That's an all-time high, folks. And it continues to rise. $23 trillion is our personal debt. All right. Consumer debt. Do you not think that positioning yourself in this industry is not a smart move? So again, whenever you start a business, you want to look at trends, you want to do the research. I've done all that for you. I've done all that for you. You want to be positioned in the $1 trillion debt industry. And the debt industry, my friends, is going to make you a lot of money. So is this the right time to position yourself to start your own business? Absolutely. I want to help you do that. If you want more information and you want to know what my team is doing, the Smart Money team, how we are positioning ourselves to help other people eliminate debt and get paid in the process, then reach out to me on Messenger, like many of you do, or comment below. All right. Or get back with the person who probably shared this broadcast with you and said, listen, you got to listen to this guy because he's on to something here. All right. I've been doing this again for 15 years. 15 years I have been educating and showing people the path towards building wealth and eliminating their debt faster than they ever thought possible so that you can create those passive income streams and live the lifestyle that you want to live. Again, I retired in 2016. I have never worked for anybody else since then. All right. And if it wasn't for the fact that I was in the military and I enjoyed what I was doing, I would have left that long time ago because I started two companies that became 7-figure and 6-figure companies pretty much within the first 2 or 3 years after starting it. So if I don't know what I'm talking about and you don't think I know what I'm talking about, I get it. All right. Just some guy on the internet. You don't know me from Adam. Go move on and do something else. All right. But for those of you who know me, or those of you who understand the message that I'm trying to send to you, then get back with the person who invited you to this broadcast and say, hey, I like what he was saying. What do I need to do to position myself in this $1 trillion debt industry and start making some money? Because I'm tired of selling Mary Kay and Avon, and I'm tired of these health supplements and magic pills and lotions. That's not doing it for me. Now, not a knock on anybody who's doing that, but what we are doing here and the crusade that we're on with the Smart Money team, it's invaluable. You cannot put a price tag on someone's face who's crying because they can see the light at the end of the tunnel finally and understand that they're going to finally be able to pay off their mortgage faster than they ever thought possible, finally get rid of that student loan, finally get rid of that credit card debt, completely pay off their house or completely pay off their mortgage or completely pay off their car or their student loans and credit cards or any other debt they have so they can start living the lifestyle they want to live. You cannot put a price tag on the feeling that that person has when you know that you have helped them escape debt bondage. So listen, y'all, this is going to be a very, very critical year for you. 2022, you're going to need to make some decisions because inflation is not going to go away. The cost of eggs are going to continue to go up. All right. If you think that right now things are bad, you just keep waiting until this summer when gas prices start reaching $5, $6, $7 maybe in some states. And I'm talking about the southern states. We already know on the West Coast how these gas prices have already risen over $6 in most cases. All right. It's only going to get worse. You're going to be coming back to me saying, Charles, I hear what you're saying. I need another source of income. All right. Because if I lose my job today, what am I going to do? How am I going to survive? Especially since I still have to make my mortgage payment, my student loan payment, my credit card payment, my auto loan payment. Do you actually think the financial institutions care whether or not you're working or not? No, they still want their payment because they're in the business of making money. And if you're not going to give them your money so they can make more money, they are going to do things that you don't want to see happen, like foreclose on your home, repossess your car, cancel your credit cards, repossess your furniture, whatever it is that you have a loan on. So I hope that anything that I've said tonight motivates you or inspires you to get your financial house in order and get back with the person who told you that I will be talking to you tonight on this broadcast and say, listen, I get it. I don't want to be that person. I do not want to be 65, 70 years old, still owing somebody something. I want to be able to do like what Charles is doing. Under 50, he was able to retire and start traveling, enjoying life, and doing things with his family, his friends, because his financial house was in order. I'm talking about the love of passive income stream, y'all. I'm talking about the freedom and the time freedom to be able to do whatever you want to, wake up when you want to, go where you want to. All right. Do what you want to because time is not a problem and money is not a factor. I hope what I've said has been inspirational to you. If it has been, please share this video. Tag somebody you believe needs to hear this information. Share it with them, all right? Because we want to free other people from debt bondage, all right? And then don't forget, we're here every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I know that some of you on the West Coast may not get to see this live, so just do this for me. Put hashtag replay in the comments below to let me know that you did see the broadcast. All right. And then also in the comments, let me know if there was something I said that inspired you, something I said that made sense, something I said that clicked in the old noggin. That guy said something that really, really makes sense. I need to do something, if not for yourself, for your family. All right. So hit hashtag replay and put it in the comments below. Listen, folks, the last thing I'll say is this. All right. You can change your life right now. You can make that decision that enough is enough. I'm tired of living paycheck to paycheck. I was not born to sit here and be stressed out all my natural life into my 70s trying to just make it. You were born to be blessed and bountiful and blessed to be a blessing to others. So to do that, you got to start with taking control of your own financial situation, eliminate the debt, and then join our crusade against debt and poverty in America and allow us on the Smart Money team to help you eliminate that debt in record time. And then also allow us to use you to help other people eliminate debt in record time, but we'll pay you in the process. All right. So I hope, like I said, that you found this inspirational and that you'll join me next week right here, all right, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time at the Smart Money Team Hangout. If you're not checking us out on Facebook, check us out on YouTube. Go to our website at the smartmoneyteamhangout.com. All right. You will see us there every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. All right. I'm still live. If there's anybody out there who has a question that wants me to answer that question, feel free to drop it in the comments below. I'll hang on here for another minute or two. If I do not see any comments, then I will go ahead and end the broadcast. All right. But I want to give you guys an opportunity while I'm live on the air. All right. And if you like what you heard and you're watching the broadcast right now, let me know in the comments below. Tell me, what is it that I said that may have motivated you or inspired you this evening? All right. Let me see if there's anybody saying anything. I know we've got people watching. All right. Let's see here. All right. You guys are really quiet tonight, but that's okay. That's okay. Thank you guys and gals for joining me tonight. And I'm hoping that you'll get back with Smart Money team member that actually invited you to the broadcast. Okay. Because they care about you enough that they wanted you to get your financial house in order. They wanted to share some information with you, right, that most people do not think about. Don't go the next 10, 15 years paying on your mortgage and student loans and all loans and giving the bank all that unnecessary interest when you don't need to, right? And then get involved in our trillion-dollar debt industry, right, and help us solve the problem of debt for most people in our family, our community, that are suffering, especially now with inflation. It's going to be bad for a lot of people. They're going to be looking for ways to earn extra income and to get out of debt fast because as expenses increase, oh my gosh, things are going to change in those households. But we have a solution and we can help you. So get back with the person who invited you to this broadcast or message me and say, Charles, I'm ready. I want to get started today. Tell me what I need to do. All right. And I'll see you guys on the next broadcast. Take care and have a good rest of the week.